handoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Now Genty. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mendoza. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Zach Sealer. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. 2nd and long coming up. Out of the gun, Mendoza escaping to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long, and here's Mendoza. Loading up. Launching downfield. That one underthrown and intercepted. Pick off by the rookie out of Miami.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Motion man is Bell. To throw is Willis.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
To throw, here's Willis. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on on third down with a pickup of 9.
And the Dolphins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Willis. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He's got Douglas going deep. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Finding his tight end there. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
The RPO, that one is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Pistol look, and here's Genty. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raider 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Now the rookie out of Arkansas, here is Mike Washington. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mendoza. Flush to his right. Pass to the rookie out of Georgia, Zachariah Branch. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, That's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and 2, Mendoza. That's to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
I hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man is Bell. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Here's Willis. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing, Willis. The pressure is too much, and he goes down. That's the former Dolphin, Christian Wilkins. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. The punter, Pinion, sends it away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Now this is going to go Tyreek on the pop pass. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. Forced to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Back to throw. Mendoza. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And there it is, a moment to remember. The first career touchdown in what they hope will be many throws for him.
Let's hope somebody down there on his sideline grabs that ball. My first career touchdown pass. A lot of hopes riding on the development of this young rookie, and we'll put a lot of faith in him. And so far here early in the opener, it's playing out pretty well.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12 play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive and you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. We'll try and run the option left. The second down throw is incomplete.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. Wow, look up, see defender all over it. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing Willis. That one out wide to Achane. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Miami. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 4. Now, give to Genty, running right. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
This fielded at his own 1. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here, back to the 6.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard.
It is 3rd and long. Willis. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's taken in at the 50. And it's a very good return. He nearly broke it, setting up his offense inside the red zone.
Over 1st and 10 at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
They'll run with Genty. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Play fake. Now Mendoza. That is caught for 3. Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff to Achane, heading left. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he will go all the way. his second touchdown in this opening half. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run the toss to Genty. Room to run at the 35. Past the 45. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On the return, here's Xavier Liga. Oh, he's got room past the 30. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins go up by 7. 28-21.
Raiders 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Genty. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Genty. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down at the loss on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. He'll let this go deep. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now Willis. Open man stretching the field is Waller. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down. Willis now to throw. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Another big play and another 1st down. 26 on that one. Willis now to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he won't get away. Good overfield tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Willis. Moving to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. What a drive. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Miami.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Mendoza. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mendoza. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders will cut into that lead. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll start with an option play to the right. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mendoza. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run. Genty. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mendoza. Looking middle, and he's got Branch.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Raiders will cut the deficit down to 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Willis. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Willis to throw. And a wind-up taking this for about a gain of 6, making it a more manageable 3rd down.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Come on. Hey.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got his tight end. That's Waller. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Miami.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. A fake to Achane, and now Willis. Off he goes. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
42. Raiders 31.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mendoza. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay.
And I think this defense knows if their team's going to go anywhere this year, they are going to have to be the tone setters. And I'll tell you, you can't ask for a better statement right here in the season opener than the interception and return it for a touchdown. They know they have a lot of pressure on them this year. They feel it. But to deliver a big play in week 1, it's a heck of a way to start.
49. Raiders 31.
Both team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mendoza to throw on 1st down. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Rolling out, Mendoza. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Mendoza now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Cole now on to punt, and that kicks away. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. On the ground, here is A10. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Never fun to be 2nd and 13. Throwing, Willis. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. On the handoff, this is H.A. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well.
Achane might be the best weapon on this entire team, and it feels like at times last season, Mike, like he was the offense, and, you know, he can pick up tough yards when he needs to. He can be really dynamic in the open field. He's one of the fastest and most elusive backs we have in the NFL.
And no room to be found. He'll get this back from line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
So often the success or failure of the zone read really just comes down to the decision-making of the quarterback. And so oftentimes there's really no right decision to be made. I always used to hear our coaches tell Cam, if you're ever in doubt, give it. Let the running back take the punishment. Let the running back pick up the yards and save the pull read when you know it's there.
A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Miami.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
A carry here for Wright. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Motion man is Bell. Throwing is Willis. Pushed out to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Willis. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
Willis sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's 4th down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, the Dolphins send out Riley Patterson for the field goal. This one from 49. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
31.
That's just a really good drive here in the second half, and you understand what the situation calls for. You have the lead, second half, continue to control the clock, continue to convert and get fresh sets of downs, come away with points, and just try to continue to extend this lead.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. Tyreek Hill the target. Second down coming up.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose. And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They snap it to and he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Head up. This is right. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Rolling to the left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Miami. Patterson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Vegas.
Raider, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pickup of 5.
He's brought down
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That's caught by Bowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
For a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it is a run with Washington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raider first down.
That's another.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Vegas.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty...
That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Ifatu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
McCoy on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5. On the ground, this is right. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Come to the line for 3rd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Moving left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Again, working deep downfield. That is incomplete, taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Washington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action now. It's Cousins. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. 2nd down, Washington, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
We'll try to pick this up with a pop pass. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. Going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Cousins. He's going to take a shot downfield. That's to the end zone, intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run again with Wright. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Therese.